what is the conservative media's agenda?
Well, then it would be to keep everything old the way it already is, traditional, and the way it's always been, or the way that they've kept it. Like, if they could revert back to 1776, they probably would too.
Right. They want the opposite of revolution.
Yes.
They want tradition.
Yes.
They want conservatism.
Yes.
And the family unit has been around for who knows how long, and they would like it to continue staying around.
Yes.
And so they don't like anything that goes against that. Yeah. So if we could sum up the conservative media's agenda, it would be stagnation, zero growth, narrow-minded elitism or something.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, and they won't call it that. And I'm probably going to piss off a lot of conservatives by saying that's what it boils down to.
Right.
But if they take an honest look, you never see them championing any kind of revolution. You never see them pushing for progress. You never see them encouraging people's individual freedom, unless it's the freedom to make more money for the capitalists or whatever. They're very, very limited. It's a very limited agenda. Yes. And it's extreme. And anyone looking can see, like, it's not difficult to see the conservative media's agenda or the liberal media's agenda. Mm-hmm. They couldn't be more transparent or more obvious or more upfront about it.
That's true.
We're biased as hell. We don't give a fuck, and we don't care if the world gets fucked. They have zero tolerance for the other side. Yeah. They can't find balance anywhere or compromise anywhere.
It's true. It's true.
What kind of way of life is this? A life without balance or open-mindedness to the other side? What? This is how kids in schoolyards argue. This is our media?
Yeah.
And, I have journalist friends and reporter friends and newspaper friends, and I understand the attention game and the algorithm. I get all that. I'm not against it. But I'm saying, if your media gets to the point where you're just spouting extremities with zero consideration to the rest of life or the rest of the world or all the other aspects that exist in society, how's that going to go? How's that going to work out for you? Does that kind of extremism end in wars, or does it end in happy, happy, joy, joy everyone loves?
It ends in wars.
Yeah.
And actually, you're saying this, how each side is portrayed in their agenda is exactly why I'm partyless. I don't fit with the left. I don't fit with the right. I'm somewhere in the middle, leaning a little bit right, leaning a little left. Like, depends on the topic and depends on the day. So
then I label you as centrist.
Yeah. So it makes more sense now to me that you break it down like that. So thank you.
Yeah. And there's one more layer to it, because the entire media's agenda is what? The media has one job.
Scare the crap out of people.
Like, now they choose to scare the crap out of people. But why did they do that? Because they wanted people's
attention.
Exactly. That is the media's game. From the beginning, standing on the newspaper corners or even earlier, the town square, the town crier or whatever. Hear ye, read all about it, whatever. Yeah. Attention, attention, attention. The rest of the industries, they know attention is important or whatever.
Sure.
But the media, they don't have anything but attention. Yeah. They don't have a product. They don't have research. They don't have an invention. They just have other people's information or stories that are going on, and they're in the attention game. Yeah. And it's everyone competing for attention with their stories. So they become more and more extreme. So you can see how this would happen.
Makes sense.
I hope this explains why the media treats trad wives the way they do. If they want attention and they want to be extreme, what better way than to call trad wives, who are clearly part of traditional family values and conservative way, why not slap a label on them and make them out into some villainous boogeyman that they can hold up as scary and get attention.
Fair.
Right? It's perfect for the liberal media.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they call trad wives part of the alt-right?
Yeah, and the Republicans do it with feminists. They hold up the feminists as these man-hating, horrible women who want all men to die. And I know it's not that extreme. As a former feminist, that's not true. And I understand both sides of it. So yeah, that makes total sense. And it's kind of annoying. It
Sure.
really is. Because anyone who sees me as a traditional wife is going to make a lot of assumptions because of the media about me. and they would be wrong.
Yeah, but this gets even deeper, because if I look at your browsing habits and surfing habits and clicking habits, what am I going to see you click on? Gentle, nuanced stories or the extremes? What did you send me today in my email? Was it a gentle, nuanced story or was it an extreme?
It was an extreme.
Right. And what did you click on yesterday? nuanced stories or an extreme.
Extreme.
Yeah. So all of us, and myself included,
Yeah.
if we keep clicking on extremes and the media's only game is to get our attention, what are we setting ourselves up for? A healthier, more sane media?
No,
Right.
more of the same. Probably actually worse.
Yeah.
Because what gets our attention now isn't the same things that got our attention 10 years ago. And 10 years from now, it needs to be even more extreme to get our attention. So it's only going to get worse. Like, I know this is kind of off topic for a moment, but this kind of explains to me why the woke left, and I don't mean classic liberals like myself, I mean the woke left, have gone to the extreme that they have, and the alt-right as well. So this may, in their media, in their news reporting, in their stories and all that, this makes a lot more sense to me. So thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I didn't understand before, so yeah.
Yeah.